The time has come.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy. We've finally returned to Elfland, and we're going to take a bit of the time of this part to take a look at some of the things that this place has in store for us. Everything here is quite expensive, but it's also kind of worth it. So here in the weapon store, we have a large sword. We have a silver sword, which is 4,000 gold, which is quite a lot, but this is the best weapon we can get at the time for Fred. And I'm not exactly sure which of the other weapons we can get for anybody else. I'd imagine maybe like the saber or the large sword could be used by Pizza, and maybe that's about it. Here at the Black Magic store, what do we have? We have Fire 2, Lightning 2, Loki 2, I don't know what that is, Hold, and that's about it. And all of these spells, while very expensive, are also very much worth it. Especially Fire 2, which we're actually going to take the time to buy right now. Now, Fire 2 and Lightning 2 have the same properties as Fire and Lightning, just first of all, they have a bit more damage, but second of all, they also attack every enemy you're facing, so that's very useful. Here at the armor store, we have another iron chestplate, a copper ring, which this is a bit more defense we can get for the mages if we want to, a wooden helmet, and an iron shield, which this is also more defense we can get for Fred if we feel the need to. Pizza also might be able to make use of that, of those armor pieces, I'm not too sure. Or here at the White Mage store, we have Pure, as well as some other things. Anti-ice, like, makes it so you take less damage from ice and stuff. Some of these other things I don't really care about. Pure is kind of the most important one, but it's also not completely necessary. All that spell does is it cures poison, similar to how the Pure items do. And you might notice there's 2 mage stores for each kind of magic. So here we have Ice 2 for 4,000, which is a lot, but it's worth it. And there's, of course, a slightly weaker White Magic store, which I believe that one has the life spell, which I might want to pick up. Alright, here is the second White Mage store. No, they don't have the life spell, but they do have Heal, which is an all-team healing move, as well as Cure 2, which is pretty useful. It's just a slightly stronger version of Cure. I guess we could buy this one, why not? We are a bit low on money. Also, can we talk about how ironic it is that outside of the store with the spells that heals you, we have gravestones. Here lies Erdrick. I believe in the Japanese version of this game, that one that says Erdrick is actually like Link or something? I don't know. Now, of course, everything is very expensive, and we're still a little bit under-leveled for the Marsh Cave, so what I'm going to do is show off one of the game's many exploits. Now, this is probably the most famous glitch or exploit in any Final Fantasy game there is to date. This is the Peninsula of Power. So to perform this trick, we first start off in the pirate town here. I wish I knew this town's name because I've needed to talk about it so much. Ideally, we want to have... Oh, that's the character select. But ideally, we want to have one tent, which we do have, or maybe even more than one tent, because this is a very risky exploit, but it's one that's very high reward. So let's buy another tent, and just one extra tent so that we have one after all of this is done. But all we're going to be doing is we're going to be traveling to the right, and to the south, and then eventually north of this town. Can you move out of the way, lady? Can you move out? Pardon me, can you please... lady, I just... Come on. Sir, But heading outside of the town here, there's this pathway right here, which you actually have to wonder if this whole glitch was intentional, because there's next to nothing over here but the Peninsula of Power, which is a glitch to get yourself a lot of XP really early on. Alright, so Grimps, these guys aren't much of an issue. I'm just gonna run away from these guys, or attempt to at least. I guess I can attack them with a couple of other guys like Fred and Pizza. Yeah, these guys... We've reached a level above these guys even, which were a level above the imps. Mel one-shot these people, like, come on. Ah, there it is, the Peninsula of Power. Now, just a couple of steps away, we encounter completely normal things like wolves. This is nothing new. But okay, we get the wolves out of the way, they're not an issue. But I actually am going to change up the party a bit for the Peninsula of Power, because I want Jockey to be at a bit less of a risk. I don't want him taking much damage in this battle, because he's the most important part. So, we're going to go ahead, we're going to use the tent, which saves the game, okay? And this also restores some HP that we may have lost in the way up here. But more importantly up here, these two squares right here, the encounters are based on the northern continent up there. So, and that's much later in the game. So these are very high level encounters, as you can see from the zombie bulls. Of course, that means they're very difficult battles for us at this lower state, but, you know, we do have Fire 2, which is very useful. We can go ahead and use that. I'm actually going to have Pizza and Mel run away so that we can potentially not have to deal with these guys, because these guys are definitely harder. We don't have the materials to deal with these guys. He just took a hit from Fred with no issue. Looks like Mel and Pizza can't run, so we're probably just going to go through this battle to the end. Ooh, Fire 2 did a lot to that one up there, and he still isn't dead after taking over 200 damage. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to target him with Pizza. We're going to do an ice... No, we're going to do a fire spell on that one there. And we're also going to target that one with Mel. Okay, I didn't know Zombuls took a lot more damage from fire spells. That's interesting. Wow, we did 2 damage with Mel. Good dodge, Fred. As you can see, these guys are just taking hits like they're nothing. At least we're dodging their attacks as well. That's also very good. Ooh, and as you can see, one hit really changes the tide in their favor, doesn't it? Ooh, and they are not dying, are they? Okay, we got that one. That's good. 46 damage to Fred, that's a lot. But now all that's left is this guy right down here, who we know is taking quite a bit of damage already up to this point. Let's try to finish him off. Come on. 1 damage per hit, we're not doing too good. Ooh, and that's a lot of damage on Pizza as well. Jockey got a hit in. And Fred finished the job. Look at how much XP and gold this battle is worth. 2,100 gold from one battle. Considering we had about 4,000 gold at the start of this episode, that's quite a bit. I'm debating... Oh, I got encountered. Oh, arachnids. What are these guys doing here? Alright, I don't want to really deal with these guys. I'm debating whether or not I should stay and keep fighting these guys. I'm not too sure if I should. Ooh, Mel got poisoned. That's not good. And Jockey can't run either. Okay, Pizza got us out of there. Let's go ahead and heal up Mel's poison real quick. There we go. We don't have any Pures now, but you know. Let's do one more battle in the Peninsula of Power, seeing as how we did use all our cures, and we do have Fire 2 spells we can use. Or at least one, I believe. Oh, giants. These guys are tough, and there's 4 of them. I don't know about this. I suppose... Let's have Pizza attempt to run away. Let's see if the ice spell is effective against them. And let's also have Mel try to run away. Mel can't run. 40 damage to Fred, that hurts. Ooh. 28 damage to Fred. Oh, Fred's dead! Pizza got us out of there. Okay, let's go ahead and leave. We got 1 battle done. Ooh, I don't want that. I don't want that being my sprite. Hold on. Fred died, so we're gonna have to go back and get him healed up. But that is the Peninsula of Power. That's how it works. All it is essentially a place where you can encounter really difficult enemies really early on. But it doesn't mean much if you're trying to... it doesn't mean much if you lose to the battles like so. And I don't want to complete any battles right now while Fred is dead, otherwise he'll be behind in XP compared to everybody else. And I don't want to deal with that. Much better, okay. So we're back. I should buy a Pure, seeing as how we used our last one on that arachnid to heal up Mel. Excuse me, sir. Man, the people in this town just really want to get in your way, don't they? At least there's ways to get around them, like here. Alright, let's head back to Elf Town and finally get on with the game. It looks like we need 366 more experience points to level up, which isn't too far off, actually, so we might as well go for one more level up before we approach the Marsh Cave. I'll just go ahead and skip past all... Yes! Burn them all! Kill all the wolves. Okay, I haven't killed any of them so far. Yes, there you go, Jockey! Burn them all! Oh, I love the Fire 2 spell just because it decimates everybody. There we go. We burned them all. And what do you know, the battle where we burned them all was enough for the level up for everybody to get. Jockey now has, I believe, above 100 experience points, or 100 hit points. I wasn't really paying attention. Fred, again, has a lot. Everyone's about the level I would expect them to be by this point now, so it's time we start heading for the Marsh Cave.